I cannot trust a man to control others who cannot control himself. A quote from Robert E. Lee. If you don't know, Robert E. Lee was a general in the American Civil War. He was believed to be one of the best generals America has ever produced. I believe the things that made Robert so great was he knew who to trust. The qualities of a great man is something Robert knew how to distinguish greatly. In a similar way, we have to find those qualities, figure out who to trust and who to trust the most. For me, this is my Grandpa Vincent. He's technically not my blood-related grandpa, but without going into my grandma's life details, he is her second husband. With my grandfather, it was very easy to love him. It was so easy to love his faithfulness, his reliability, and especially easy to love his sense of humor. Trusting my grandpa to be the biggest influence in my life gave me the strength to get through life's hardships. One of my grandpa's biggest qualities, though, is faith, and it has impacted me to the max. Through thick and thin, he walks in the arms of God, showing me I should do the same. His faith inspires me to have mine. Although close to none of you have met him, if you did, you'd see that nothing can bring him more joy than reading the Bible and teaching others. I know it is not everyone's cup of tea, but he has this way of wording it that makes it so irresistible. Teaching others from my grandpa is like eating ice cream on a hot summer day or drinking a Slurpee really any time. I admire his faithfulness to my core, and I can't imagine being the same without it. Yes, I strive to be just as faithful, but I also strive to be just as reliable as him. Sadly, I have went through what most teenagers really could say was normal. I had a long period of time where I was very depressed, and I truly feel like he was the first person to understand me, but as well as help me. My grandpa will always have something to say or some fix for whatever I'm going through. And for that, I am forever grateful, because just by showing up and listening, he helped me smile again. Not only does he help me, but I help him as well. But I help him get around Elma, because he is very, very directionally challenged. And the only place he can truly remember how to get to is Walmart. Or so he likes to call it, Wally World. It's something my family continuously jokes about. But even if you're not at Walmart, he'll show up for you if you need his help without asking anything in return. And when he shows up, he'll make you laugh in the process, because my grandfather is effortlessly funny. He's always making people question whether he does dad jokes for a living or if he's a preacher. I personally like the thought of him being both. What I am about to say may seem opposite in tone, but I promise I will explain. My grandfather survived stage 2 lymphoma cancer, which caused him to have many, many hard times. But when you think about it, how many people can say that they kept the same sense of humor after that experience? He never let it change how many jokes he cracked or how happy he made others. It capitalized not only on his faith, but on his strength as well, showing everyone that knew his situation how absolutely incredible and hilarious he is. Trusting my grandpa to be the biggest influence in my life gave me the strength to get through life's hardships. My grandpa has taught me many things, but mostly by example. Like having faith can be just as refreshing as eating ice cream on a hot summer day. He has also taught me being reliable can change a whole dynamic of a relationship, and being there for those you love matters. And I think most importantly, I learned to laugh through good and bad times in life. My strength is often determined by how fast I can run, how high I can jump, or maybe even how much weight I can lift. But my grandpa showed me that your strength is determined how and when you get through life's hardships. Forewarning, my grandpa is taken, but I challenge you. Find the person who illuminates you, teaches you, and makes you into the person you want to be.